Well, we're here for the final two games of the season, and honestly, all that's really left here to do is put an end to this absolutely disappointing season and see what the board expect for his next season. We have offered out contracts to a couple of players who are out on loan, not on loan, sorry, who are out of contract. One who I said I wouldn't re-sign, I've re-signed. The one who I did want to sign, won't re-sign. That's annoying. But we can't change it. This is Clever's Gamer. My name is Duncan, and welcome back to the Pentagon Challenge. So welcome everyone. So yeah, we played a couple of games. We beat Chippa 3-0. We lost 1-0 to Super Sport. None of that part really matters. Jelly has signed a new contract. A 2-year deal. He's happy to stay as a fringe player. He's fine as a backup fullback. I wouldn't film in at centre back. He can fill in both roles. It just gives us a little bit more stability, I guess, and the possibility of an injury crisis. Ricozzo has not signed a new deal. We can't get him to agree terms. Gianni, we cannot get him to agree terms. He wants to be given, guarantee of a regular starter, and he's never going to be a regular starter. He has been this season, granted, purely because of a lot of injuries and fucking loads of other, I guess, randomness. But he came in. I just didn't realize he didn't start his time here. Played 14 games last season. That's not right. He made 15 appearances last season in total. He's made 31 appearances in total this season. He has scored 7 goals, to be fair, but I wanted to try and give him a squad player. He wouldn't accept it. That's annoying. Gabaski, we have told we are letting go. Viver, he has signed a new contract. He's here with a new 2-year deal. Happy stays a backup. Slight wage increase, but I'm okay with that. Again, kind of okay with that deal, but we still have a load of guys whose contracts are out at the end of the season. Mathibe, we have told him we are not renewing his deal. Hungry Lions are rumoured to be taking him. Dlamini, we have told him we are not renewing his deal. Zulu is retiring. And of course, Gabaski, we have told we will not be renewing his contract. I still hold out hope for these two. But right now, as things stand, they are leaving. Now, we do have that lad coming in on a free transfer. For right back, although it's not really coming in to be. Ignore this, I'll show you him in a minute. He's not really coming in to be a starter as per se. He's just an okay-ish fullback. Type of, as I said before, smart sign that we need to make. Although I don't actually remember what I've offered him in terms of. I wish you could see what our contract him is going to be. Oh, can I? I can. So yeah, he's just getting a slight increase in what he's already on. I think he's on 800 odd quid a week or something. I know he's on the exact same wage, so that's fine. This dude, he's just a youth player that I'm taking a kind of gamble on. He's 17 years old. I liked some of his stats. I just kind of have the hope he might develop a little bit. He's not coming in to play necessarily, but if we can't get him out on loan, I probably will give him minutes next season. But yeah, nothing's really happened. Our fucking wages are all over the shop, but it's fine. It's fine so far. All in all, I still kind of want to blow the squad up and just try and start again. He's leaving at the end of his contract next season, but I still want to move him on, and hopefully we can get that done. But let's then look at today's lineup. Gabaski is in goals. Ricozzo, Dermanovic, Gianni, and Salihovic. I say he's not a first-team starter when he has been this season, basically, especially since one of Ngunyama or Nkobe was just out, but now he has a start since they both left. Luanga, Guliev, Chele is a midfield 3. Gota, Inyama on the wing, Mokwana leading the line, Jelly, Shinga, Zulu, Buwalia, Manning, Nkosi, Safama, Dlamini, and Yedi on the bench. We're taking on Kaiser Chiefs first. I'm not really expecting much. I kind of just want this. I'm so curious to see what's going to happen next season. I'm so curious on what they expect. Are they going to try and do something to help the finances? Are they going to demand that the wages get cut? I don't really know. The board did inject about 600 grand into the into our finances, but we're still a million, and we're still down a million. Like, we're not making money. Kaiser Chiefs could be winning the title, actually. Sundowns have overtook us. Looks like their run of league titles could potentially come to an end this season. But at the moment, that job is still firmly secure, which is annoying, as I'm currently trying to plug in my mouse, which dies daily. It's not even that old as a mouse, but the battery in it seems to have fucking died. Ugh. But yeah. Sigh, because this season has frustrated the life out of me. I just really want to know what we're going into next season, because I kind of have a little bit more optimism if their goals aren't, top 4 finish next season. If they are mid-table, even lower half of the table, for whatever reason, if they could just lower their expectations, let me blow this squad up and try and get rid of so many of these players and rebuild. As things stand, my kind of signings are going to be more of the Mannings and the Cunede types, I think, and that lad for right back, where it is just going to be sensible-ish, solid squad players for the team, and just try and build out a reliable squad of players and then start adding quality to it. Because right now we are just so mixed-matched on, like, where we're spending wages just isn't great. I mean, we must be spending, I'd say, a far too big a chunk of our budget on about 6 players. And they're not really making a difference for us. And that's kind of my overriding issue I have with the team. And yes, I've played my part in that. Don't get me wrong. Like last season, though, I'm very happy with the midfield 3 we have as starters. If it's going to be like the same as this season, where we end up getting rid of them all, I don't know, but I am happy with that midfield 3 of Luanga, of Guliev, of Cherry. Manning and Nkosi, I'm happy having them as the squad options. So really, I was just looking for that defensive mid to come in. We did sign that young player on the season who's out on loan. He could generally come in as just a squad option in there, and I probably or possibly will keep him around next season and not loan him out. Left back positions I'm happy with. If we can get Ricozzo to sign on again, I'd be happy with the right back position, having the 3 people in there. Centre halves we need. We do need to strengthen there regardless. Regardless if, Gianni stays or not, that needs to be strengthened. Zula's retiring. Sithole will be going back to his parent club. If Gianni doesn't stay, I am desperate for centre backs next season. We need wide options. Well, we need a left wide option. That's fair. I'm happy with Niyama. But yeah, I'm just firmly on what we can do with a squad that's left. I do want different strike shops. I really want to move on Mokwana in the summer. He just doesn't really. He's got some goals for us this season. He's doing okay in terms of goals to games, but yeah, I don't know. He just doesn't seem to fit for me. As I'm just watching them pass through us with ease, but their finishing was utterly horrific. Okay, so we are leading league leaders, Kaiser Chiefs, 1-0 at home. Of course we are. We're just playing a 4-3-3 balanced wing play, and we're leading at home. Great. I mean, I am happy we're winning, don't get me wrong, but where were these performances earlier? Niyama's having a bad game. He probably will be coming off soon.
Middleham Gallants drew 1-1, which is always nice to see. I hope they stay up. I can't remember where they are in the league. Dlamini can come on. Larry can come on. It's going to make us a bit more open, sadly. And then we'll bring on Kunyeri. Give him some more minutes. And Guliev just picked up an injury. Manning can come on there. I hope that's not serious, but you never really know. We've got 3 weeks after this to our next game, the final game of the season. So if it is anything, hopefully at most it's just a week or two and he's back for that last game. Can't even remember who it's against now. Good tackle, Sitgota. A player who plays well most of the time, or a lot of the time anyway, but just doesn't seem to give us enough in terms of numbers. He's not a player I'm at the moment in a rush to sell. 50 minutes left. Still winning. Manning isn't playing particularly well since coming on. Let's bring on Shinga. Just try and see out the game now. I mean, at least going out the last game of the season, that should be probably the only time it feels like this season where every team will be playing on the last day, hopefully, instead of having loads of teams with games in hand over others at random points of the season. He just hit the crossbar, Gianni. And we'll know where we're finishing, because right now, it's not quite clear where we're finishing this season, position-wise. Good turnout though from Kaiser Chiefs, as you'd expect. I don't know why we played about that to Domine. Ricozzo, and it's over. Can we just get the final whistle, ref? Well done, Ricozzo. Right, ball massively out wide to Dlamini. He's going himself. Forces the save. Probably should have just squared it to Mokwana, who should have had a tap in if he had played him the pass. It got it to deliver the corner. Gianni coming up for his 8th of the season. I mean, no. So got Ricozzo well over the ball. Why does all of our players have a issue with keeping the ball down? Every shot feels like it goes over the bastard and bar. Well done, Darmanovic. Right, this should be the last attack of the game. Can we defend it? Relatively. Ball goes out for a goal kick, and that is the final whistle. 1-0 win over Kaiser Chiefs. Did not expect that today, I'll be honest. That was a good win for us. I can't deny that. 3 points I just wasn't expecting. So with us, 29 games played, 52 points. Sundowns have 3 games in hand over us. Orlando Pirates, 2 games in hand over us. Kaiser Chiefs, game in hand over us. Cape Town City, 2 games in hand over us. Swallows, Supersport, Royal AM, Mirumo, Cape Town Spurs are the only teams who have played as many games as us. Mirumo Gallants, 5 points from safety, 2 points from playoffs. If La Masia win, they're only 2 points from both positions. So Mirumo Gallants could be safe, at least, from automatic relegation, which would be pretty cool. I now have a 3-week wait in-game till the next match. You, however, only have a couple of seconds. Join me in a second as we will play our final game of the season, and then hopefully we can see what this board expect from me next year. See you in a second.
Right, we're finally here. Jesus, that felt like it forever. We're here for the last game of the season. So Thor is back from injury. Guliev came back from injury yesterday, so both of them are coming straight into the side. Viver has picked up an injury. He's out for a few weeks. Not that it matters. Gabaski is retiring at the end of the season. And I think that's all, really. Sestoli replacing Gianni. That is the only change in our starting 11 for the final game of the season. Should probably have looked at the league table. That would have been smart. So then, there we are. Kaiser Chiefs have won the league, which is a bit of a surprise. Sundowns, however, have finished in that, I was going to call it European place. They are leading the way, if you like, in that continental place with Orlando Pirates, just the point behind. We could go points, equal points with Orlando Pirates, but goal difference pretty much means that isn't the case. Cape Town Spurs could overtake us, so we are going to be finishing pretty much 4th or 5th today. Marimo Gallants have saved themselves from automatic relegation, but they still could go into the playoff. Interesting, I guess, little end to the season. For me personally, I would like Orlando Pirates to win and just hope that that would make this guy's job just a little bit less secure. Oh, and he has went down from secure, actually, to stable. So that's took a big knock with him not winning the league. If Orlando Pirates could just overtake him today, that Mr. McGuire, oh God, he is a good manager, isn't he? He's so much better than me stat-wise. But yeah, that could maybe just knock that job into the insecure stage, and if that was the case, we might be able to try and push for it, but I highly doubt that will happen because luck does not seem to be going in our favour this save whatsoever. Gonaz have been in a shit run of form, so you know for sure they're going to run right over the top of us today. Sad times. Darvanovic has never really excelled since we brought him in, but he's not one that I'm dying to chase out the door. But I might see if there's offers out there for him. And it's not even that he's a... Fuck me, I was taking the piss when I said run right through me. Niambi's a brand new signing for them, and he's just fucking scored in his debut in under a minute. And it's a poor pass from Darmanovic. Ricozzo just intercepted. They square the ball, everybody's out of position. We're not even fucking ready, and Niambi just fucking taps it in. Not even a minute played, 1-0 down. Wow. I take it back. I think I will actively look to sell Darmanovic. He just hasn't performed that well since he came in. He's got solid stats, yes. But, oh my God. What a one-handed save from Gabaski. He's just not performed, Darmanovic, really to the level that he probably should have. Now, I'm also not naive. I also are pretty confident in saying that the rest of the defence just hasn't helped in that regard. But he was signed to be the man to kind of lead and level up that defence. And in reality, Gianni has done a better job than him. So I think I might be pushing. Not pushing, now that's wrong. Fuck, he just came back from injury, Guliev, and he's picked up another. I'm going to bring on Nkose, I think. Yes, I'm going to bring on Nkose. I mean, it could be a complete new centre back group of players that we bring in this summer, but yeah, I don't think it's working out, Darmanovic. Salihovic is another player, foreign and on a high wage. He's fine. He's just as good as Shinga, but I think Shinga's probably more attacking. He's more defensive. But again, big wage. He's done okay. Like, he's not been the worst, but he hasn't been amazing. I don't see Sundowns playing today. Does Sundowns share a stadium with someone? Because they're absolutely not playing today. Interesting. But we're 1-0 down and I'm not happy. Going to replace Mokwana straight away. Ricozzo as well. Oh, fuck, Jelly's out injured. I'm not replacing Ricozzo. I've got nobody to replace him with. I'm actually going to bring off Domanovic and bring on Gianni. I have much more faith in him than I do the others. The fact that you're 6'4" and you're only cover saddens me. Your strength is awful though. Yeah, let's make those two changes. We've got 2 more stoppages and 2 changes we can make second half. But 2 of our bigger signings, or wage signings, or players even, are just really not performing well. We're on the hunt for a new number 1, ideally next season, but we could end up sticking with Vivera, which I did sign up to be number 1 and then immediately regretted it. But he's fine as a backup. Might be a similar situation next season. Yeah, I'm just making sure I've not misread. Yeah, I don't see Sundowns playing. I wonder if there's a stadium share going on somewhere that I've just not clicked. Fuck, it could be us for all I know. Good efforts at Gotta. That's probably more of what we're needing right now. This mic is on. I knew by them being in that losing run they were going to beat us today. I just didn't expect to go down 1-0 under a bloody minute. Chelly. Gianni. Cozzo. Gets to sit Gotta. Cuts inside as he wants to do. It's such an easy save for the goalkeeper. Going to bring off Luanga for Larry. Going to bring off Niyama for Safama. Gotta will then go winger on the left hand side. Hopefully he'll stay out wide and put crosses in. Gotta though on this free kick. Good save by the goalkeeper. Comfortable. Chelly and Kosi. Gets it to Kenyedi. Forces a save. I was kind of hoping maybe I slotted that home there. But then remember, he doesn't score goals. I think he scored 2 in his whole fucking career. Still a sensible signing on paper though. He's got all the attributes to be a goal scorer. Just doesn't have the history of doing it. Bruno Gallants are getting beat, but I didn't quite check to see the other results there. To see if they are fully avoiding relegation and the playoffs. Well done, Salihovic. But we're breaking. Chelly gets this at Gotta. Inside for Nkosi, who has just a ridiculous shot from distance. I'm going to just berate the team from the sidelines. Remind them that I think they are all pricks. I think we're actually dropping to 5th. One of the Cape Town teams are winning. I just can't remember which one's which at the moment. Cape Town City are drawing. And I don't know what the goal... Oh, another one. Yeah, we've dropped down to 5th regardless. Balls. It's a Fama Ricozzo. Gianni. Larry. Ricozzo. Decent bit of play there. Try to get the ball over the top for Nkosi to run onto, but not quite good enough. Right, Salihovic. Gotta. That's a good ball for Kenyedi. Oh my god! You're 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. You're like, what, 10 yards out, and you hit the ball closer to the corner flag than the fucking goal. Unfucking believable. It's a good bit of play. It got a shot, and it's in. It's his 10th of the season. Not his preferred foot, but his nice wee dance. His right foot does manage to curl it by Madalwana. Let's just watch it again. Chelly though does a good run down the wing. Just sucks in that defender. Pass ball back to Salihovic. Plays it to Gotta. Lets the ball run across him. Hits it with his right foot. And curls it in and gives us a little bit of a lifeline. Lamazia though are definitely down. Thole, Larry. Guest out to Gotta. Inside to Chelly, back to Larry. That's a good bit of play ball. Chelly cuts it. Can you? Son of a bitch. How, man? Oh, on paper, you were such a sensible signing. I wish I'd looked at your goal scoring record before I signed you. I'm not lying. I hope you can't hear me, because Jesus Christ. Oh, these are the chances I wish I'd fallen to Mokwana now, and I've took him fucking off. We should have won this game with those chances. Oh, it's Golden Arrows 1, Sekikun 1. Fuck me. Oh, I have never seen somebody play themselves onto the transfer list quite like Kunyete just did. I paid money to bring him in early. Fuck me. So Marumo Gallants do fall into that playoff spot, unfortunately. Sundowns have to play Swallows. Orlando Pirates, they drew 1-1. So, okay. So, if somehow Swallows pick up a win, Sundowns will drop down into third, possibly. Interesting. We'll have to keep a little eye on that. Oh, we've qualified for the Super 8 again. That competition I just didn't quite understand. Join me again when we'll do an NRC's review, and I'll show you if Minimal Gallants get relegated, maybe if that takes place before our end of season review, and also what happens with Sundowns. Back in a second. So we came back a little bit earlier than I wanted to, because I just want to show something that's absolutely ridiculous. Repair the club's financial damage. Past 2 years ahead of schedule. Minus 1.4 million. How in the name of God is that repaired? Also, since we're here, all they are wanting for the next few years is top half finishes. So, actually, fine. In terms of what they're expecting, that's absolutely fine. And in terms of our wage budget, it's the exact same as it was, 48 grand a week. 48 grand transfer budget. Let's just see how we get on. Sundowns, they won their game 3 now, so they have qualified. Why is it showing top 4? What am I missing? Oh, African Federations Cup. Oh, we missed out on a continental football. By being shit. Oh well. There's always next season, I suppose. Join me in a second, we'll do the end of season review. And we are back with our end of season review. Let's have a quick look at it all then. See if you turn around and say that this dude who scored 1 goal in 10 sub appearances is our signing of the season, I will cry. So we finished 5th, and it looks like Marumo Gallants are also going down. They've not won a single game in that playoff tournament, and I can't remember if it was 2 games you play or 4 when we... So, yeah, they could actually be getting relegated, which might help us, because I want to sign Coupe from them, whose contract is expiring. I did try and offer him a contract, but he wants to keep his options open until his contract expires, which is fine. Actually, on another note, we have a verbal agreement with Ricozzo to stay for another season on a slightly reduced wage. It's just not been signed as of yet, but we do have an agreement in place. So yeah, biggest win this season was a 3-0 win over Amazulu. Our match to remember was a 3-2 win over Amazulu in the South African Super 8 Cup. And our goal of the season came from Sekgota against Lamazia. Okay, actually not weirdly as bad here as I thought. So sponsorship is... It's got it as down, but it's the exact same. 262 and 262, so it must be the hundreds or tens or just single-digit pounds. It's different. Broadcast revenue is down a little bit, but not by much. It was 1.05 million last season. 927,000 this year. Corporate, however, in hospitality, massively up. 8.75 grand last year, 21 grand this. Competition prize money is down. Per match day commercial and retail is up, and I'm assuming That might be because of the Super 8 Larry, who I'm trying to sell, was our biggest shirt seller. Then Setgota, Guliev, Cheli, and Mokwana. Just give me the accolades. Fans Player of the Season was Setgota. Understandable. Young Player of the Season, 23-year-old Safama. He's 23. To be fair, he should be doing better than he does for his numbers-wise. Anyway, signing of the season, Cheli. Yep, I can get behind that. Top goal scorer was Mokwana with 13 goals. Setgota with most assists with 9. It's not great, is it? That's not great. So next season, as I said, they're expecting just a top half finish, which we should be able to achieve. I have a shit ton of work to do in the transfer market, and I'm going to go and do that. We'll come back for the opening games of the league next season, which will take place in August time. And until then, everyone, if you've enjoyed today's episode, please leave a thumbs up. It massively helps out the channel. And until next time, everyone, take care. Pray to God for next season we do a lot better. Bye-bye.